on my soul, I am so infinitesimal. Oh, they say it started with a big bang. My soul. A muscle, a muscle, a muscle, a muscle, a muscle, I am so infinitesimal. Oh, they say it started with a big bang. I did not mute again. Okay. Anyway. Hi. JayClan time. Welcome to stream. Welcome, welcome. We are doing another case of I asked the Discord for a random number, so if the song Older by Alec Benjamin plays on my Spotify playlist, again, you guys can't hear it because copyright, but if it plays, I will give you a verbal sneak peek. She, her today. Thank you. And let's go do our first time skip. Air Dancer has recovered. Air Dancer was caught breaking the warrior code. What was she doing? Slipped On is glad that her stomach ache is finally gone. Snapfizzle has healed from their mangled leg. Snapfizzle was arguing, borderline fighting with a cat from Viper Clan. Oh boy. Oliver's sprain is feeling much better. Sparklemore's soreness has abated. And then got a stomach ache. Tumbleram got a stomach ache. Furled stomach ache is left. Silttooth was racing along the border with a rival from Moss Clan. Frozen Shadow was chasing a kitty pet off the territory, Noodlefly, and Black Paw no longer has yellow cough. Hello. Apparently was chased by both, us and a dog. Multiple dogs, apparently. So, Waspstar saw a fluffy kitty pet. Air Dancer wonders what Furled is up to. I'm wondering what you were up to, because apparently you broke the warrior code. Gathering herbs. Just can't find anything appetizing on the fresh kill pile. Wildbeam reported a clanmate for breaking the code. Were you who reported Air Dancer? Was it you? Calypso's upset that Magpie Freckle said he was in the wrong during an argument. You don't like Branch Muzzle. Or Barkstorm. You really don't like Tumbleram. Let's try to fix you in Tumbleram. I'm gonna sneeze. No, it went away because I mentioned it. That's the worst feeling. No. Magpie Freckle is solving problems by starting them. Okay, normally I like sabotage, but I noticed, like, wrong cat, you look the same. But, like, let's just try to fix this. Didn't really go down. Adds in about 1 minute. Silttooth is purring as a cold breeze hits her. Can we get you to not hate him as much? Not really. Oliver patiently waits for a rabbit to come out of its burrow, eventually catching it. And reminder, Oliver is actually Moral Nudge's sister. I mentioned that in the video. Calamari helps around the camp in between his duties. Stanley went out to hunt by herself. Sparklemore tries to set a good example. Slipdawn tries to set a good example for younger cats. Rocky Pelt wants to go hunt. Big Storm wonders how she would run the clan better. Snapfizzle is proudly watching Miss Paw plan down a hunt a creature they made up. Garlic Fall just can't find anything appetizing. There are ads playing. I'm going to hydrate before I dehydrate. Oh, random PSA that I found out. If you use an ad block, apparently YouTube is scanning some of them so that your ad block is just making it so that your view doesn't count on videos, from what I heard. So just a heads up. Not 100% sure how it works. Just saw a couple sources saying that, so that's unfortunate. Sepdust can't wait to take a nap later. Furled Purrs is a cool breeze hits her. It's not snowing here, but I did go walk the dogs, and it was like 40 degrees Fahrenheit-ish, like in the 40s. And it was very, very foggy. And I made the mistake of, oh, house is nice and toasty. Oh, wait, the outside is freezing. So I kind of just went outside in, like, basketball shorts and, like, a t-shirt. So I was very cold. Branch Muzzle is feeling a bit anxious after having been around so many cats the last gathering. Echo Stone tries to set a good example for younger cats. Tulip Speckle is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. My cat is just staring at me on the floor. Hi, Kit Kat. She is just sitting right next to my chair, staring up at me. Bringing Timmy and Herb. Wants to critique Stepdust fighting techniques. Tries to set a good example for younger cats. Tumble Ram obscures his scent trail as he leaves camp. That's a little suspicious, Tumble Ram. What you up to? Why is everyone being so suspicious on Moon 1? Mother, I require attention. Twigbark is picking the burrs from his pelt. I think we'll play Air Dancer by ear, see what we're feeling. Squirrelcrest doesn't get any work done all morning, too busy climbing trees. I mean, that is very squirrel of you. Barkstorm is enjoying the sounds of nature. Blue Muzzle is looking forward to finding more prey. Frozen Shadow got startled by a squirrel. Glade Streak saw some kitty pets with moss balls. Miss Paw wonders if we'll have to fight a battle anytime soon. I mean, I have a feeling we're probably going to do a Hornet clan war. Just based on, what their relations were at. Blackpaw is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. Skip Fluff taunted a dog behind a two-leg fence. Ketlinger saw a kitty pet with the fluffiest fur imaginable. Raven purrs as a cool breeze hits her. Cloud Spots is recalling something that no other cat remembers. Grouse Kit lets out a big yawn. I love babies. I'm hearing scratching that I have no idea what it is. That's never a good sign when you have, like, 6 animals. What are they getting into? Shade Kit is pestering Wildbeam for a badger ride. Splinter Kit tries to sneak out of camp with a patrol. And reminder... Reminder that Splinter Kit is the child of Slate Claw of Viper Clan and Wolf, that loner that Galaxy Clan ran into that killed Pipit Paw. So you know. I don't hear the scratching anymore, so I'm going to assume it was fine. Summit Kit covers his nest during a particularly rough storm. Sleepy Kit has tiny little paws. Cricket Kit is asking Snapfistle an important question. Frost Kit doesn't want to play with Splinter Kit. Fumble Kit is having a good day. And let's go patrol. I'm thinking we do the apprentices first with their mentors. And then after that, like 6 cats, 5 cats, etc. Large dog. It sounded more like the cats were like scratching a bag upstairs. Tries to keep watch of the dog over a distance, but spots the cats and forces them to scatter. They lost track of the dog, and it could be anywhere. And then Black mixed you up. You're Miss Paw. You can go out with Stanny. Not Stanny. I can talk, guys. I'm good at this. Are you guys going to collect moss again? No, Vision. Talk to him about whether it was a real vision as they hunt. And let's go do a 6 cat patrol, so. Big Storm, Hollyleaf, Twig Bark, Tumbleram, Step Dusk, and Oliver can all go out. Are we all gonna steal a rabbit from Galaxy Clan? Yes. Big Storm pounces with no hesitation. She easily kills the rabbit before glancing up, coming face to face with a Galaxy Clan cat. She's promptly chased back over the border. The other cat glares, hissing and spitting until the patrol leaves the area. Thanks, Big Storm. And to contrast that, let's do a solo patrol. Hello, Snapfistle. Thinking about life. Their thoughts are plagued with bad memories. Snapfistle decides that means what they're doing currently is not working. They spend their time coming up with new solutions and return to camp a little saddened but reinvigorated and ready to do better. And let's do a 5 cat now. So, Lark Snarf can go out with Furled, Blue Muzzle, Tulip Speckle, and Garlic Fall. There's a little spring in their steps. Not only does Lark Snarf personally catch a terrifying amount of prey, but she offers up support to anyone else to do the same. And the patrol brings a truly awe-inspiring haul home. I can talk. Very fitting for Lark Snarf. And let's do 2 cats. So Sparklemore and Vervanclaw. Hello, kitty pet. I'm gonna pretend we're just not gonna invite that kitty pet because JayClan's on the bigger side, and I predict a kitten boom because we have a lot of couples. Now free cats. Waspstar can go out with Slipped On. Actually, no, the game randomly generated the 2 of them. I'm just gonna let them go out on a date. It is snowing. They got stuck in a snowstorm like every good date. Let's send out Timmy with someone. Glade Streak. Looking for Lungwort. Good job. Send out Air Dancer. I kind of want to send out Air Dancer alone and see what she gets up to. Small Dog. Hisses at the dog, warning it off. Skitters back, yapping loudly, heading in the right direction. Maybe she could Guys, I just can't talk today, apparently. She herded a dog away. That didn't really help narrow down what she did. And then Frozen Shadow can go with Calamari. Badger set. We push loose rocks in front of it. Echo Stone can go out with Barkstorm. Again, just gonna pretend we didn't see that. Sometimes words don't word. Branch Muzzle can go out with Squirrel. Teamwork. Sometimes Branch Muzzle feels alone even in the crowd of other cats, but not here, not now with Squirrel Crest. That's cute. Squirrel Crest was dating Branch Muzzle's son. If that was romantic, I'm gonna ignore that. Because now I'm curious. Okay, it wasn't good. They have too much of an age gap, I think. Actually, I'm not sure. It's fine. That was really cute, though, as a moment just between, like, Branch and Squirrel. Let's send out Mantis and Wild. Nice spot the sun. Sunlight energized the cats for their herb gathering. Good job. They got Poppy. So that was an interesting first moon. Moon 2. I see births and deaths. Yes! Okay, Slip Dawn no longer has a running nose. Air Dancer has gotten a running nose. Slip Dawn announced that she is expecting kits. She chooses to continue her duties as usual for now. We're gonna get wasp babies. Sparklemore is glad that his stomach ache is finally gone. Tumbleram no longer has a stomach ache. Twigbark was seen touching noses with someone from Hornet Clan. That's interesting. Is that why you were concealing your scent? I think that was you. And then got a splinter climbing a tree. Moved on from Slate Tail. Stanley was a victim of a prank, and Sleepy Kit went missing for a few days? Excuse me? You're 2 moons old? Where were you for a few days? Waspstar is wondering how JayClan is doing. Air Dancer is hoping she finds an opportunity to slip back into her nest. Timmy is wondering how cats they helped in the past are doing. Mantis Breeze wonders if he would be better as a mediator. You've had that thought before, but again, I kind of don't like how much that pops up with anyone that has the mediator skill just because it pops up a lot. Wildbeam saw Two-Leg petting a loner. Calypso is napping. Magpie Freckle recently put a dead snake at the camp entrance to scare clanmates. Silttooth is wondering what Waspstar is thinking. Oliver can't keep up with Big Storm. Calamari purrs as a cool breeze hits him. Stanley is picking burrs from her pelt. Sparklemore is relieved Leaf Bear is finally over. Slip Dawn is sparring with some clanmates while expecting. Just based on the track record, I'm going to predict 1 or 2 kits. Rocky Pelt tries setting an example. Big Storm enjoys the warmth of New Leaf. After Slip pregnant, Wasp immediately rush at JayClan to scream and call Ren that they finally have new kits in the middle of the night. Also, if you're not on the Discord, I did reveal that Red Noise came out as non-binary this year. So Red Noise is now they, them. So that's fun. Snap is giving advice to Calamari. Garlic Fall cowers in his nest during a rough storm. Stepdust is relieved that Leaf Bear is finally over. Furl is relieved that Leaf Bear is finally over. Someone said to mediate Wasp and Calypso. Let me go do that. There's a chance to do a funny. Okay, Wasp still doesn't have a crush on Calypso, but, you know, we tried. Hope you feel better. I don't remember where we were. Saw Two-Leg Kit play with a kitty pet, complaining about being sent on Dawn Patrol. Grumbling as she carries out a task for the medicine cat. Hollyleaf tries to set a good example for younger cats. Larksnarf purrs as a cool breeze hits her. Tumbleram, what are you up to? No, I think it was Twig Bark that touched noses, and then Tumble Ram was sneaking out last moon. I could be misremembering, though. You curse a squirrel that just barely got away. Everyone's being suspicious this year. Squirrelcrest bounces around the territory on a border patrol. Yes, that's what happened. Thank you. Knows exactly how to get himself out of a mess he orchestrated. Why is everyone in mess this year? Blue Muzzle is thinking about Sweet Thunder. Sweet Thunder was barely in the clan. I'm gonna look up Sweet Thunder. Just watching over the clan with Crumpet. 17 moons in death. Sweet Thunder would have died when you were 2 moons old. Strange Dreamer Sweet Thunder, by the way. Oh yeah, true. Frozen Shadows guarding camp. Glade Streak wants to compliment Hollyleaf's fighting techniques. Miss Paw wonders if Hollyleaf is a good apprentice. Blackpaw is feeling sassy today. Skipfluff is feeling rather chipper. Catlinger gives the sternest lectures of any JayClan cat. Raven is helping to reinforce the nursery. Cloudspots is feeling restless. Grouse Kit didn't get enough sleep, so I guess maybe you're a Grouch Kit? Shade Kit is wondering how good at swimming she really is. Splinter Kit has taken up the role of guarding the fresh kill pile from cats wanting an extra piece and is taking his job very seriously. Summit Kit enjoys the warmth of New Leaf. Sleepy Kit is worried Rocky Pelt is overworking himself and snuck out. Got kidnapped or something. Crooked Kit is always on his best behavior. Frost Kit is telling on Skipfluff for something Frost Kit was told she couldn't do. Fumble Kit wants to guard the nursery. Someone said to check on the Dark Forest. Wants to eat fresh kill. Why are you thinking of Shade Kit? Leave the baby alone. Sitting longingly at the StarClan border. Whimpering. Wants to unleash mayhem on the cats who hurt her in life. Fun. We can look at Hairpaw. Is glad that the elders don't get ticks in StarClan. And patrol time. Any specific cats you want to send out besides the apprentices with their mentors? Starts snowing. Despite the snow, the patrol manages the hunt successfully. Slip with a medic for safety. Okay, true. Miss Paw seems preoccupied when Stanley brings up the patrol to a halt. They ask what's wrong. He reveals he's been having a hard time sleeping. His dreams are filled with shadows and images. Stanley listens sympathetically, gently nodding as Miss Paw pours out his troubles until the apprentice eventually runs out of words. He's been dealing with a lot, apparently, and while Stanley isn't too sure what to do, she can offer support and time away from Miss Paw's troubles. Just that is already enough to make Miss Paw's ears stop drooping. Okay, so let's send out Slip with Wild Beam. Ooh. Slipdawn wants to know more about the nature of StarClan. Wildbeam eventually relents and begins teaching Slipdawn more about StarClan and the nature of prophecies. Slipdawn takes it to it quickly, marveling in her ancestors. She attempts to bug Wildbeam about any recent prophecies, but Wildbeam only laughs and gets the patrol back on track for herbs. You think Slip's thinking about Hairpaw? Oh, we can look at Icicle Fleck, too. Spending time with Shardfall. I want to send out Air with Wasp because Air broke the code last moon. Hello, Badgers. Why are they playing the game of who can whack the badger with the stone? Guys. Good luck getting your job. Twig bark. You went out... wait. Extra interesting with Twig bark touching nose of a Hornet Clan cat. He's dating Mantis Breeze. So... interesting. I'm gonna send out Twig bark alone, see what happens. Don't die. Thank you. His voice is hoarse and his throat is sore, but thankfully Patrol passes by and saves him. Possible Polly. Depends on if Mantis knows. Maybe just a friend. Vervainclaw, let's send you out on a date. New fighting techniques. The wolf cats have a nice practice session. Random solo. Echo Stone. Large dog. Bolts back to camp yowling a warning. Yeah, I can see him just being friendly. He really has been sympathetic before. Any other specific things you wanted to send out? We could do a bunch of brown cats. We can do Oliver solo next moon. Hello, Loner. Sorry. We're just color coding the cats now, okay? That's what we're doing this moon. Big medicine cat patrol. We're getting juniper needles from the trees. Even evergreens make sure to send out new leaves and new leaf, and Timmy snips off the new still soft needles, taking them home for JayClan. The warriors really helped Timmy carry more than what they could ever dream of by themselves. While taking them home, Timmy notices a freshly fallen branch, new bright green oak leaves rustling in the gentle breeze. They spare a moment to gather some. We could do another random solo. Hollyleaf. Hello, badgers. Way too many badgers. Darts back to camp to warn everyone. I think these two could count for Ginger. Large dog. Stepdust selflessly takes the lion's share of the run of the patrol, leads the dog on, exhausting himself almost to the point of danger, but leading the dog far away from JayClan's borders. His clanmate supports him on the long walk home once it's all over. Thank you, Stepdusk. Tail Scar Patrol. Nice chance to practice teamwork. Really nice just to get out of camp and train, have a nice space to focus with a good training partner. And let's send out the rest. So, Furled, Tumble Ram, and Garlic Fall. Garlic Fall needs to settle a dispute. Skillfully smooths over any disagreement. Thank you. And let's send out Mantis. Looking for Goldenrod. They don't seem to be recovering well from the leaf bear this year, and it worries Mantis Breeze. That's not good. Hopefully the burst and deaths are just slipped on. Air Dancer's running nose has stopped running. Slipped on hopes the litter will be small. She feels overwhelmed at the idea of a big litter. Oliver retired. Tumble Ram has gotten heat exhaustion. Twig Bark small cut is no longer bothering him. Calypso tossed a snake out of camp. Babies! Wild Beam and Larkstar, 4 babies. Grouse Kit. No. No. That doesn't make me happy. Not the 4-moon-old baby. to a venomous spider. That's not... You would have been grouse tough, by the way. 5-moon-old baby, I misspoke. Grouse Kit had such a bright future ahead of her. Air Dancer can still hear her talking about her dreams, can still picture her running for the JayClan territory, and to know that Grouse Kit will never get the chance to fulfill that. In the days to come, she barely stirs from her nest. Well then, at least there's wild babies. I want to see the babies. Hello, Finch Kit. A little boy. A little girl named Rock Kit. A little girl named Burn Kit. Oh, wait! Skip Kit. Skip Fluff. I know they don't really get along, but it looks like Wild Beam named Skip Kit after Skip Fluff. Who's your in-game parent? Hello, Snowy. Well then. Do we have a heterochromia, baby? Oh my god, we do. Skip Kit has heterochromia. Well then. No, the reason why it's cute that this is Skip Kit is because, Skip Fluff is the grandparent. So we can keep Skip Kit. Anyway, Fumble Kit is craving the taste of mouse. Frost Kit wants to guard the nursery. Crooked Kit is waiting patiently for his turn. Sleepy Kit is trying to force her way into being allowed to guard camp. They could easily be surrogated. They have siblings and stuff. We just gotta figure out, like, what exactly happened. But I can always do that later. Summit Kit is finding the buzzing of cicadas annoying. Splinter Kit is wondering how Burn Kit is doing. Shade Kit can't get anything done with this heat. I don't know if Shade Kit has... You know, Shade Kit is gonna have the ghost seeing skill. That's interesting with dead sibling. Like, it's sad, but, you know. Let me check what Rock Kit's full name is gonna be and decide if it's gonna be, like, anything different enough for me to want to change it. It's fine. Oliver is enjoying the warm sun of the camp clearing, has retired. Cloudspots is wondering why she left her old clan. Raven is hoping she finds an opportunity to slip back into her nest. Ketlinger is feeling restless today. Skipfluff is feeling rather chipper today, probably because she has a baby named after her. You mess of a cat. 160, by the way, wow. Blackpaw is talking to herself, that's not very good. Miss Paw wonders if Frozen Shadow is a good apprentice. Gladestreak enjoys the warmth of Greenleaf. Frozen Shadow is relieved that Magpie Freckles sided with him during an argument. Is there anyone in particular you dislike? Like a decent amount. There's Tulip Speckle. Air Dancer. Could be with Air Dancer. I'm going to do some shenanigans. This is horrible to do right after she lost a baby, but wrong cat. Where are you? There we go. Horrible to do. There we go. Adds in 1 minute, by the way. Have a nice conversation at the Cat's Garden Camp. Barkstorm swears he saw a frog riding a bird the other day. Squirrelcrest is thinking about her life choices. Yeah, you've had a tough life, girl. Twigbark is hoping Cloud Spots will tell him a new story. Tumbleram thinks that Black Paw will make a fine warrior. Larksnarf is playing a moss ball with Splinter Kit. Hollyleaf saw a kitty pet sitting calmly next to a dog. Ravenclaw ate a mouse while on patrol. Doesn't like the buzzing of cicadas. Had a nice chat with a kitty pet. Wondering just how good at swimming she really is. Daydreams about being a warrior in Lion Clan. There's ads right now. Same with Step Dusk. I'm gonna hydrate before I dehydrate. My headphones fell off. Oh god, I'm choking myself with the wire. I am very good at streaming. I'm fine. Fetching Ketlinger for another cat that was looking for him. I was feeling better, and then I got home, and then I started feeling not good again, so I think I'm just allergic to something in the house or over here where I live. Because I went to visit my boyfriend for a bit. Snapfizzle missed a catch and is still sulking. Big Storm envies the deputy position. Rocky Pelt is playing a prank on Sleepy Kit. Slipped on purrs as a cool breeze hits her. I want to see the babies. Or baby. Sparklemore saw a kitty pet rolling around Two-Leg Garden. Stanley is wondering how the cats she helped in the past are doing. Calamari picked the best spot in the burial grounds for Grouse Kit. That is depressing. Siltooth has received several invitations to share tongues and is deciding which to take. Interesting. That's a bit of an age gap. Probably not now, if that was to happen. It's the only crush right now. Magpie Freckle can't sleep because of the bugs and the heat. Calypso feels bad for a parent who can't seem to get along with their child. Can we reword that to being feels bad for a parent who can't get over grieving their child? Because I feel like that would make a little more sense of what's happening right now. Wild Bean wants to get to know Twigbark later, better. Has a baby. Mantis Breeze is checking up on the Warriors. Has 4 babies. I don't know why I said a baby. Timmy is craving the mouse. Air Dancer doesn't want to go on Dawn Patrol. Well, you're grieving. That makes sense. And Waspstar rolls his eyes when Sleepy Kit suggests sharing their fresh kill with other clans. Guys, do you think Sleepy Kit, like, got out of camp and then Hornet Clan found them? Or something? What's up with Sleepy Kit? Okay, let me send out, we can send out both apprentices out with, the renters, so. Hello there, hunting. Not only does Black Paw personally catch a terrifying amount of prey, but she offers up support to everyone else to do the same. That's nice. Hornet Clan could really use some snacks, Waspstar. Okay, so anyone in particular we wanted to send out together? I'm just gonna send out Mantis. Hello, Oak. We got Oak Leaves and Elder Leaves. stepping wild for no reason. Looking for lungwort. And we get it. Stepdust keeps going. He just can't let JayClan go without. Wasp solo. Waspstar is tempted to eat the prey. He gave into his grumbling belly, reasoning no one would notice, but when he arrived back at camp empty-pod and with blood on his lips, he feels the stares of the other warriors on his pelt. Waspstar, buddy! Squirrel and Barkstorm. Practice fighting techniques. Squirrelcrest takes charge and coordinates exercises. They practice how to weave around an opponent, feeling more and more confident. Naughty, naughty. We should share prey. Yes, well, I'm gonna eat it. I swear if he has a snarf kit after that. Any particular cats you wanted to send out? Or should I just do random patrols? I'm gonna do a random free cat. So Larksnarf, Big Storm, and Tulip. I can do Twig solo next time. Ghost stories? Tulip Speckle spins a frilling tail, and the patrol shivers with delighted fear. And then Twig solo. There's Squirrel. Shifts on some pebbles, and he readies himself to pounce, and the resulting clatter alerts the squirrel. 3 more random solos. Someone is, like, begging for drama or death, I swear. Hello, small dog. Hisses at the dog, chases it away. Glade. Hello, Viper Clan. Nice conversation. And Calamari. Badger said again. Don't scramble into the den, be safe. Well, that was our free random solos. I'm gonna do a big patrol now. So Garlic Fall, Hollyleaf, Snapthistle, Frozen Shadow, Sparklemore, and Vervainclaw can go out. Why is it always running into a loner that we can't invite? And let's send out Echostone, Furled, and Branch Muzzle. Don't. Works all day to free Echostone, thank you. And let's send out Timmy. Herb Gathering. Distracted today and it affects their work. And we're gonna see the wasp babies. Not enough healthy medicine cats. 2 babies! They have 2 babies. Rockkit found a little patch of cyan poppies and gifted them to Sparklemore. That's adorable. Sparklemore got heat exhaustion. Larksnarf has a stomach ache. Blue Muzzle was seen arguing and borderline fighting with a learner named Cherry. Hello. Who thinks clan cats are stupid. That lines up. Shade Paw's apprentice to Furled. Oh! There was a fire! Raven, Sparklemore, and Summit Kit are all killed after a fire rages through the camp. That's not good. Yeah, not the baby. Also, Sparklemore, right after the cute, like, got little cyan poppies from Rockkit thing. Interested in all the myths and stories told by the elders and queens, Splinterpaws decided to become a medicine cat apprentice. And then picked up something to adorn his pelt as celebration. Burnkit got a splinter. Burnkit, your name is a little unfortunate now. Big Storm fusses gently with Sparklemore's fur, hiding the evidence of what killed him. Frozen Shadow gently licks Raven's fur clean. Timmy always considered Sparklemore a force for good in JayClan. What will their collective future look like without him? Magpie Freckle feels like the loss of Sparklemore has torn part of her heart out. So much grief and death has taken its toll on the cats of JayClan, and Catlinger is particularly shaken. Well then. So first off, Summit Kit, watching his own vigil, he would have been Summit Patch. Raven, should we roll on if Raven goes to the Dark Forest? Because Raven has been consistently, suspicious. So should we, like, roll on that? I'll roll. Raven sneaks into StarClan. Whatever Raven did, StarClan doesn't seem to be too upset. And Sparklemore is begging StarClan to send him back. Look at his cute flower. That's... I'm sad. I need to see the babies. Ooh, Chasm Kit. Chasm Kit is a little self-conscious girl. Waspstar has a son. There is a son. It is Fickle Kit. He's a little know-it-all. Waspstar's first son. Look at the children. Finch Kit hides behind Echo Stone. Rock Kit is sitting in the shade, trying to hide from the heat. Well, there was just a fire, apparently, so. Burn Kit is watching Tulip Speckle work. Skip Kit wonders what Tumble Ram is up to. Skip Kit is very pretty with your heterochromia. Fumble Kit tries to sneak out of camp. Frost Kit sleeps next to Summit Kit for the entire vigil one last time. My heart. Cricket Kit is hiding his tears as he comforts the others about Summit Kit's passing. Sleepy Kit is slipping out of camp to visit Summit Kit's grave. I think Sleepy Kit just leaves camp a lot, I'm gonna be honest. Oliver saw Two-Leg Kit playing with a kitty pet. Cloud Spots is sharing her wisdom. Kettlinger isn't ashamed of his past. Skip Fluff is out on a walk in the territory. Shadepaw doesn't react when her mentor praises her for a good catch. You are cold with morbid curiosity. Your apprentice to Furled. That's not a good sign for how you're grieving. Blackpaw enjoys the warmth of Greenleaf. Misspaw's resting in the sun after a long day training. Glade Shriek had a nice chat with Kitty Pet. Frozen Shadow is sitting in the shade trying to hide from the heat. Blue Muzzle is reevaluating his morals. Barkstorm is sparring with some clanmates. Trying to set a good example. Saw Two-Leg petting a loner. Can't sleep because of the bugs and the heat. Worried Furled is overworking herself. Can't find Big Storm anywhere. Ravenclaw saw a big scary dog today. I don't think Fickle looked that much like Bugwish. I mean, I guess kinda. Yeah, kinda. A little less brown, a little more ginger. Honestly, looks a bit more like a speckled, well, ironically, a speckled speckle nose, probably. But we'll have to see what he looks like when he's bigger. Ravenclaw saw a big scary dog today. Tulip Speckle wants to compliment Snapfizzle's fighting techniques. Echo Stone is exhausted. Branch Muzzle found a wonderful napping spot outside camp. Furled pretends to be busy. Stutdust is wondering what living with two legs must be like. Garlicfall thought he saw a cat, but turns out it's just a two-leg object. Snapfizzle wishes they could take the day off. Big Storm spent a long time grooving Raven's fur for their vigil. Sad. Rocky Pelt always manages to turn the mood into a lighter one. Slipdon is staring off into space. Oh, girl. Realizing, did Slipdon have babies in the middle of a fire? Or, like, was this right after or right before a fire? realizing that, can things be nice? Can we, like, have good things? Yeah, she's not having a good time. Yeah, fire too close for comfort either way. Stanley is thinking about her life choices. Calamari's building up a fellow clanmate's confidence. Silttooth is finding the buzzing of cicadas annoying. Magpie Freckle thinks Calypso may have worsened a JayClan argument. Calypso is playing a prank on Calypso! Calypso, please don't prank the girl who's, like, having an existential crisis because she had babies in the middle of a fire or, like, way too close to a fire. Also, new medicine cat apprentice. Looks like you have dried laurels. He promises to do his best today. He's daring. He's a lover of stories. Look at the baby. Wait, this means I get to draw him. This means I have to figure out what Wolf looks like. There's a couple fan arts of it, but that's fine because we do actually know Splinterpaw's, two biological parents. Yeah, we have a lot of medicine cats, but Timmy's probably gonna retire by the end of this year. Just because they're old. Wildbeam purrs as she listens to Skip Kit talk about nothing in particular. That's adorable. Mantis Breeze is looking around camp. Timmy decides to try a new herb as a treatment for an injury. Timmy is grieving, so. Air Dancer is debating swimming to cool down. And Waspstar is sitting in the shade trying to hide from the heat. Yeah, seems like JayClan was really rocked by that fire. Little babies. I love babies. We could check the Dark Forest. Wants to give a new leader lives. Whimpering, hiding a limp. Wants to fade away, wants to lure new cats to train here. Feels a sharp pain of hunger, licking her wounds. Think about walking in the dreams of Burn Kit, stay away from Burn Kit. Feels regret. Hello, Splinterpaw, let's send you out with Mantis. Maybe he's just coming down for a running nose, but Mantis Breeze doesn't manage to sniff out any burdock, and it feels like a wasted afternoon. He avoids snapping at Splinterpaw, who seems unable to identify the common herb, but he definitely comes close. Thank you for not snapping at the brand new apprentice. And then Shadepaw. And Furled. We're going hunting. Perfect time of day, got a bunch of prey. And then Blackpaw and Rocky Pelt. We're not gonna steal a Moss Clan apprentice. We're just gonna pretend we didn't see that. Miss Paw and Stanley. Hello, Rabbit. We corner and catch it. I don't think the, like, 1 moon old baby was able to do some arson. Gonna be honest. Let's send out Barkstorm with Waspstar and Tulip Speckle. Red berries. It was raspberry, thank you. Tulip Speckle recognizes them as raspberry and brings the rare berries back to the medicine cat den. Garlic Fall, Holly Leaf, Echo Stone. Dog chasing a cat. Again, I'm gonna pretend we didn't see that. We have too many cats. Twig Bark can go with Snapthistle and Larksnarf. Snapthistle needs to settle the sibling dispute. Skillfully smooths it over. Stepdust, Vervingclaw, and Squirrelcrest. Hello, Thunderpath. Squirrelcrest hears a monster thundering towards her, but it screeches to a halt just in time. That was close. Girl. Glade Shriek, Branch Muzzle, Blue Muzzle. Hello, Squirrel. Stalks forward, gets it. And then Calamari. Pads confidently through JayClan territory. There's a particular peace in exploring his beloved home. Ears pricked up curiously whenever he spots how the seasons and weather have reshaped it since he last passed this way. He could be doing scouting after the fire to see how everything changed. Well, Wildbeam managed to find Burdock, as well as Plantain. Yeah, I'm also surprised there's no Hornet War because every AU of it, Hornet was having a war. Anyway, time skip. Well, that was unexpected. Kettlinger feels better, but Skipfluff rejected Oliver. That wasn't on my radar. Oliver then got heat stroke. Tulip Speckle has fleas. Vervingclaw went missing for a few days. Vervingclaw was climbing a tree and only got bruised. Larkstar's stomach ache is gone. Tumbleram no longer has heat exhaustion. Twigbark slipped but landed on his feet. Calypso has a stomach ache. Siltif travels to ViperClan to bring them an important message. Interesting. Waspstar rests his head on Mistcall's head and declares him to be a full warrior of JayClan. So Mistcall, honoring his character. Mistcall then got heat exhaustion. Crooked Kit also got heat exhaustion. It seems like it's still very hot out. Burn Kit's small cut has healed up nicely, and Rock Kit has heat stroke. Heat stroke more concerns me because I feel like Rock Kit's gonna die. I'm wondering if that important message might be the fact that our new medicine cat looks a lot like a ViperClan cat. Oh, Soda Pop is playing. It's gonna be so hard not to sing along to that. Anyway, Waspstar is thinking about a strange two-legged object he saw recently. Air Dancer charges forward during a border patrol, eager and unafraid, yet you're still grieving. Timmy saw some wandering two-legs. Mantis Breeze insists that everyone eat chamomile leaves at Moonhide. That's interesting. Again, those are usually for traveling. I wonder if maybe JayClan is trying to not stay in the camp for a little bit. Maybe that's the message they're bringing to ViperClan. Maybe the camp is a little unsafe. Wildbeam is making new nests. My little soda pop. I can think of every drop I drink of. Splinterpaw is checking up on the warriors. Calypso feels bad for a parent who can't seem to get along with their child again. Interesting. Magpie Freckle is negotiating for Kitty Pet to make use of the herbs of their two-leg garden. Silttooth can't sleep because of the bugs in the heat. Calamari brags about how much prey he caught this week. Stanley is finding the buzzing of cicadas annoying. Slipdawn was the first to rise this morning. Rocky Pelt wants to critique Garlic Fall's fighting techniques. Big Storm encourages every cat to help fortify the dens. Snapthistle practices walking silently over dead leaves. Important skill. Garlic Fall wonders what Rock Kid is up to. Stepdust is planning to wake up early tomorrow. Feral tries to set a good example for younger cats. Branch Muzzle is napping. Ecrostone tries to set up a good example for younger cats. Tulip Speckle is playing with her food. Girl. Vervingclaw is grumbling as she carries out a task for the medicine cat. Hollyleaf saw a two-leg petting a loner. Larkstar wants nothing more than to live by the warrior code. Tumble Ram can't sleep because of the bugs and the heat. Twig Bark tries to set a good example. Squirrel Crest is thinking about her old clanmates. If you're saying mediate air and snap to try to get a poly going on, I think what actually needs to happen is that we need to mediate snap and calamari probably. Oh no, yeah, I can mediate air and snap. There is some dislike. Yep, dislike gone. How does calamari feel about snap? Oh, that's romantic. Now, what about snap to you like Step Dusk, like Air Dancer. Wow, this is so many green bars. It really likes Calypso. Calamari, a little bit of dislike. We could try to mediate that. And then Snap is also dating Vervainclaw, so I think we need to see how Vervainclaw feels about Air Dancer. Let's see. That seems fine. Dislikes Calamari a bit. I lost track of who we were at, so I'm gonna go to the end. Chasm Kit is playing a prank on Rock Kit. It's unfortunate that the browns I used for Cone Poppy were from Moral Nudge, because those would be good colors for Chasm Kit, but we'll figure out colors. She's self-conscious and confident with words. Playing a prank on Rock Kit. Fickle Kit is finding Tulip Speckle annoying. You're a know-it-all and a picky nest builder. We were on Squirrel, you think? Okay. Finch Kit is finding the buzzing of cicadas annoying. Rock Kit is also finding the buzzing... No, Rock Kit is buzzing after swallowing a cicada. Rock Kit has heat stroke, ate a cicada, and is annoying Finch Kit. Burn Kit wishes other cats would stop babying her. Skip Kit wishes other cats would stop babying her. Oh yeah, Peak Spirit was a bit of a darker brown. Fumble Kit is giving some advice to Kettlinger. These guys are going to be apprentices next moon. Frost Kit is playing a prank on Waspstar. Crooked Kit is hiding in the nursery. Sleepy Kit wishes she thinks she can outsmart a fox. Sleepy Kit is a little creature. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of love Sleepy Kit. By the way, I painted my nails for like the first time in like forever. I think the only other time I painted my nails was for Halloween costumes. They're black now. I'm trying not to mess them up more. Because I'm not used to painted nails. Oliver insists that warriors eat before her. Cloud Spots is basking in the gentle sunlight around camp. Kettlinger had a nice chat with Cat from the other clan at the border. Also, gonna be honest, part of the reason why I painted them is because I want to stop biting my nails. Skip Fluff is feeling chipper. I feel like you've had that like 3 moons in a row. I could be incorrect, though. Shade Pod daydreams about being a warrior in Leopard Clan. Black Paw is feeling lazy. You're still an apprentice. But your sibling is thinking about his life choices. He is strange, a great storyteller, and has natural intuition. Has heat exhaustion right now, but congratulations on your full name. Burdock Star is more of like a reddish brown. It's a color that doesn't exist in the game anymore. Like, it was in the original version of this game, which is why we don't really see it that often. Adds in about 1 minute. I don't know if I said that already. Glade Streak cows in her nest during a particularly rough storm. Frozen Shadow can't sleep because of the bugs and the heat. Blue Muzzle can't get anything done with the heat. Barkstorm wants to critique Ferald's fighting techniques. Squirrelcrest, thinking about her old clanmates. I think this is where someone said we were before. So, on to patrols. I'm going to send out the apprentices with their mentors first, and then we'll do some random ones. They're sunning. Sunlight energizes the cats for their herb gathering. Mantis Breeze in particular points out a bunch of herb locations that weren't common knowledge. And we got cobwebs. And then Shade Paw can go with Furled. Burdock Star is a lot more brown now in game. Hello, Wounded Cat. Gonna pretend we didn't see that. Also, ads right now. I'm gonna hydrate before I dehydrate. That went down the wrong pipe. Sometimes the hydrating can cause you to dehydrate, guys. Blackpaw knows exactly how to take advantage of the growing gloom. Good job. Someone said Twig Solo, but Twig Solo has been happening, I think, every moon, so let's just do something else. I'm gonna send out a random free cat patrol. Ravenclaw, Branch Muzzle, and Septusk. Hello, large rat. Catch the rat. Random solo. Garlic Fall. Quick check at the border. Garlic Fall marks a little, but he reaches a section where the border is muddled, and Viper Clan relations got worsened. That's not good. Larksnarf. Larksnarf has babies. I don't want to send her out alone. Hello, the moss is getting old. We get a bunch of moss. Thank you. And then Hollyleaf can go out. Don't. Thank you. And then Snapthistle heads out to map a field of boulders. Good job. And then let's send out, we'll send out 6 and then we'll do the rest with solos, okay? Next moon, a bunch of dates. Okay. Waspstar can go out with Stanley, Squirrelcrest, Equistone, Twigbark, and Blue Muzzle. Small Dog. Squirrelcrest calls out a battle plan, and the cats flow into it, carefully covering each other. That dog was driven out by 6 cats, that poor dog. Glade Streak. Sunning. Wait, wasn't she supposed to be training? Tumbleram. Thinking about if he's doing a good job of pursuing what's important. His thoughts are plagued with bad memories. Driving himself to misery and despair. Great! That dog got their ankles bitten off. Oh. Dream. Can't make sense of the vision. Calamari. Badger again. Okay, it was more careful this time. At least he didn't just run into the badger den. And Barkstorm. And Trespassing Rogue. Barkstorm runs down the scree slope to see what's up with them, but the rogue turns and flees JayClan territory. Interesting. No births or deaths. Waspstar lies in the sunshine as one of his friends massages the stump of his missing leg. Cute. Kettlinger was helping reinforce the camp when he got a thorn stuck in his paw. Cloudspot's got attacked by a horde of rats and called the Blackpaw for help. Air Dancer is no longer grieving. Rocky Pelt has gotten white cough. Big Storm is no longer grieving. Calamari is retiring. Oliver is feeling much better. She has recovered from the heat stroke. Ravenclaw's bruises have disappeared. Tumbleram went missing for a few days and then slipped and dislocated his leg. Okay, Tumbleram, what's up with you? Frozen Shadow is no longer grieving. Sleepy Paw is apprenticed to Air Dancer. Crooked Paw touch noses with Echo Stone and wants to make sure the clan is fed. Frostpaw is apprenticed to Garlic Fall. Another mediator. Despite the odd choice, Fumblepaw is firm that he'll be Silttooth's apprentice. He wants to help the clan through words and influence, not through claw or fang. Rockkit no longer has heat stroke and believes that she's part of a new prophecy. Okay, Rockkit. Well then. Okay, the person that said all hail Rockkit reminds me of, I don't know the name of the people, but the people that have Asteroid Destroyer and all the chinchillas. If you guys know who that is, where they're like, the Chinchilla Kingdom is no more. Now is the Asteroid Destroyer Kingdom. All hail Asteroid Destroyer. If anyone knows what I'm talking about. So when I read all hail Rockkit, it's like all hail Rockkit. Waspstar is playing Moss Ball of Frostkit. Nathan is his name. Air Dancer is giving some advice to Rockkit. Apparently Little Prophecy Kitten, at least in Rockkit's opinion. Timmy is checking up on the Warriors. Mantis Breeze is crushing leaves under his paws. Wild Being is glad it's not so hot out anymore. Splinterpaw is checking up on the Warriors. Calypso feels bad for... Are you just stuck on this status out of curiosity? Magpie Freckle accidentally made an argument worse. Also, I forget who I was supposed to be fixing. Was it Calamari and Snap? There we go. Accidentally made an argument worse, but I can't sabotage because you're still grieving. Silttooth is contemplating teaching the clan communication skills. Dislike went down. Fumblepaw, our new mediator, is loyal and a picky nest builder. Stanley wonders if StarClan has given Timmy any prophecies. Slipdawn is reminiscing about Jube. I don't remember Jube. Was Jube one of the old people that joined and then died immediately? Yes. Jube was 299 moons old and hopes JayClan won't forget him. Well, good news. Good news. Someone remembers you. Rocky Pelt is giving advice to Echo Stone. Big Storm tries to put on a brave face for her clanmates. Snapfizzle is not looking forward to the sparse hunting in Leaf Bear. Garlicfall helps out around camp in between his duties. Stepdust wishes he could take the day off. Furled is humming a tune she heard near Two Leg Place. Branch Muzzle worries about the lack of prey. Echo Stone's trying to set a good example. Tulipsuckle pretends to be busy. Vervanclaw is crushing leaves. Hollyleaf is playing with Moss Ball with Rockkit. Oh, Slipdawn wasn't alive when Jube was here. Jube died 91 moons ago and this 89 shouldn't even know the guy. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Larksnarf is batting at a beam of sunlight. Tumbleram saw a two-leg kit playing with a kitty pet. Jube, oh boy, I hope I remember Nyoko. Who is Jube? Twigbark trying to set a good example for younger cats. Squirrelcrest has been playing tricks on her fellow clanmates. Barkstorm cleans the clearing of fallen leaves. Blue Muzzle always cheers the loudest of any cat on naming ceremonies. Frozen Shadow thinks Air Dancer is doing an alright job as deputy. Glade Streak is giving advice to Finch Kit. Miss Call hopes the deputy assigns him to the next patrol. Blackpaw still isn't named. Has a rat bite. Probably gonna be named next moon, not sure. Shadepaw leaps into a pile of fallen leaves. Sleepypaw is grooming away. You are childish and constantly climbing. Apprentice to Air Dancer. Of course Wasp gives Air Dancer, like, the girl going through a bunch of stuff, the apprentice that as a kitten was constantly sneaking out. Crooked Paw wonders that Tulip Speckle is a good apprentice. You're apprentice to Echostone. You're ambitious, constantly climbing, lover of stories. Frostpaw wants to hunt. You are loyal, oddly observant, splashes in puddles, apprentice to Garlic Fall. Skipfluff is feeling lazy. It seems the chipperness has worn off. Ketlinger is giving Waspstar attitude. Pippi just ran into my room like a bat out of hell. Pippi, what's up, girl? Pippi. Okay, I'm gonna go check if Colby chased her in here. The answer was yes. I left my room, turned the corner, and he's sitting on the staircase, waiting. Okay, I just, looked at the screen again, and the first thing I read is, yes, they can become Jube Snarf. Cloud Spots calmly takes the lead while clanmates argue over this and that. Lurking. Yeah, he's lurking on the stairs waiting for Pippi to come out of my room. Oliver almost got lost near some two-leg nests. Calamari is snoring loudly in his sleep. Skip Kit is tidying up camp. That's cute. Burn Kit is fetching Snapthistle for another cat that was looking for them. Rock Kit is cowering in her nest during a rough storm. Finch Kit is napping. Fickle Kit can't find Rock Kit anywhere because Rock Kit is hiding. Chasm Kit can't find Barkstorm anywhere. We should get to the point where the Wasp Kittens are apprentices by the end of this year. Twigbark, we said we were doing a bunch of dates, but they gotta bring along Splinterpaw. Fresh Goldenrod. Mantis Breeze collects all he can. That is, as it turns out, actually quite a lot, particularly with so many willing paws helping him. Can you guys hear the loud running noises upstairs? Pippi went upstairs and, as you can hear, got chased by Colby up there. I don't know if you could have if you heard that. I want to send out all the new apprentices first, so Frostpaw and Garlic. I don't think Skip Kit can try to become a medicine cat because we already have a medicine cat apprentice. We see a mouse. Frostpaw gets it. Colby is in his bullying arc right now. Colby is bullying Pippi. Are we gonna steal? Sleepypaw pounces without hesitation. She glances around. Seems there aren't any Moss Clan cats nearby. Trots back over the border. Guys, I think I love Sleepypaw. I think Sleepypaw is a creature. Hello, goats. Well, no one got a broken jaw this time. Good job. And then dates. Larksnarf tells Wildbane about the dream she had. Promises Larksnarf that she'll make sure to look deeper into this matter and that Larksnarf doesn't need to worry. And we got Bettany. Sleepy Paw, are you gonna give that the Hornet Clan? Get stuck in a storm, as every date goes. Gotta happen. I think that's the only dates we can do. So I'll do a random solo. Big Storm. Large dog. She doesn't feel like she has the skill or power to take on a dog single pod, but Big Storm would give her life for JayClan. She charges in courageously to lead the dog away from JayClan territory. Each booming bark could be the herald of her doom. Each rancid breath the last thing she might ever smell, but somehow, limbs and lungs burning, she eventually leaps to refuge. Thank you. Sleepy and Rock will be competing to be leader one day, mark my words. So let's do 2 cats, so Echo and Holly. Don't poison the clan, please. Thank you. Free cats. Branch Muzzle, Frozen Shadow, Blue Muzzle. Hello, kits from Moss Clan. Blue Muzzle wouldn't be able to forgive herself if something happened to those kids. She orders the patrol, save for Blue Muzzle. It was Branch Muzzle that wouldn't be able to forgive herself. Okay, I thought Blue Muzzle, like, sent everyone away except for Blue Muzzle. Okay, the 2 muzzles went and brought the kits back. And then Stepdust, Tulip Speckle, Glade Streak, and Barkstorm. Hello, Moss Clan Scent. Lots of Moss Clan. Hello, Moss Clan Apprentice. I wonder if that's one of the Milkweed kits. Stanley and Squirrel. Starts snowing. Despite the snow, we're successful. And let's go time skip. I see births and deaths. Ketlinger's small cut has healed up. Cloudspot's pelt is looking much better. Okay, based on the amount of, like, things that are here, I'm scared that someone, like, important died and, like, everyone's grieving them. Slipped on heel from birthing the litter. Rocky Pelt no longer has white cough. And then immediately got white cough. Big Storm has white cough. Timmy is no longer grieving. Spent the evening regaling the clan with stories at the Sundrown place. Timmy can feel the weather in their bones. Hollyleaf died in a fight with a dog. There's the death. Rest in peace, Hollyleaf. Begging StarClan to send them back. The dog came back. Calypso doesn't have a stomach ache. Glade Shriek was attacked by rats, called the Branch Muzzle to help. Mistcall no longer has heat exhaustion. Ooh, seems inevitable that all rat bites are nasty, so Blackpaw isn't really surprised when hers starts to show signs of infection. Blackpaw is named. Granted the name Blackclaw in order of her hard work. I'm not 100% sure if that's a canon name in the books. I know Whiteclaw is, but it's fine. Crooked Paw no longer has heat exhaustion. Burn Kit played a little too hard and scraped herself up. Fickle Kit was trying to fluff up his nest, but was a victim of a prank. It could not fool him, though. After learning about Hollyleaf's death, Barkstorm can't seem to catch his breath as fits of sobs and cries come over him. Rest in peace, Hollyleaf. That is a canon name. It's fine. RiverClan cat. Okay. It's fine. We lose one canon cat, we gain another. It's not like a main character canon cat. We already had Hollyleaf in the clan, so I don't really care. Waspstar is crushing leaves under his paws. You're currently dealing with phantom pain. Air Dancer saw a kitty pet rolling around Two-Leg Garden. Timmy is drinking water from a nearby stream. Mantis Breeze is glad it's not so hot out. Wildbeam had a nice chat with Loner outside clan territory. The chat, by the way, is like confusing the heck out of me with who Black Claw is. It's fine. Love how Waspstar names cats canon name for you and canon name for you, Snarf, and canon name for you. Splinterpaw is glad it's not so hot out. Calypso leaps into a pile of fallen leaves. Was it... Who was I trying to fix? Was it Vervain and Air? No, it was Vervain and Calamari, I think. Yeah. Well, the dislikes are gone, so now it's up to the game if a poly will be triggered. We did our job of getting rid of dislikes. Magpie Freckle is spending a considerable amount of time grooming. Silttooth found a wonderful napping spot outside camp. Fumblepaw had a very strange dream. Interesting. Stanley wonders if anyone would miss her if she traveled far away. Slipdawn is offering to lead the next patrol out. Rocky Pelt is worried Magpie Freckle is overworking herself. Big Storm is hoping Calamari will tell her a new story. Snapfizzle is asking Calamari an important question. Garlicfall tries to set a good example. Septus saw a kitty pet. Furled is asking Larksnarf an important question. Branch Muzzle is glad it's not so hot out. Echostone having a nice conversation. Tulipspeckle stares at Hollyleaf's vigil longingly but doesn't feel the right to join in. That is sad. Pick the best spot in the burial grounds for Hollyleaf. Larksnarf is glad it's not so hot out. Tumbleram had a nightmare involving a two-leg trap. So it's not a good thing that I usually do before streams, but the reason my streams are usually at like noon is because I order McDonald's, which I can only order after 11. I didn't do that today. I was like, it's fine. I ate a Hot Pocket for breakfast earlier. I will admit, I am very hungry right now. Squirrelcrest is sparring with some clanmates. Barkstorm carefully curates his appearance to be the most dazzling in the clan. Blue Muzzle is looking forward to the next gathering. Look, I know it's not good that I order McDonald's basically every time I stream, but I don't order it all the time, and I basically do it for the for the like energy boost. A single Hot Pocket does not cut it. Yeah, I know. I don't really know what we have to snack right now. I think like most of it is stuff I have to microwave. Wants to go to a gathering. Wondering what the inside of a two-leg den looks like. Remember to eat if this reminds you guys to eat. I'll eat after the stream. Gladestreak is crushing leaves under her paws. Miss Call befriends a pebble. I've never seen that. My lifeblood is indeed McDonald's. It's not good, but it's one of those things I like bonded to as a kid, and then like I can never escape. So first off, that's really funny on its own, but second off, I'm wondering if that means Pebble Dapple. Cause it could be funny, where it's befriends a pebble, but it could also be meaning the actual Hornet clan cat named Pebble Dapple. Like he could He could either have a pet rock or he could befriend Pebbled Apple. Both versions I think are fun. Why not both? Black Claw is feeling perplexed, you're rebellious, and a good hunter. Shade Paw saw a pair of 2 legs near camp. Sleepy Paw plays a prank on Calypso. Crooked Paw wonders if Ravenclaw was a good apprentice. Frost Paw plays a prank on Tulip Speckle. Skip Fluff is glad it's not so hot out anymore. Black Claw watching her brother adopt a rock. Question marks. Oh, Kettlinger feels too stiff to leave his nest today. A lot of our elders are getting very old. Cloud Spots is crushing leaves. Oliver is thinking about how awful kitty pet food must taste. Calamari is debating on which prey to take from the fresh kill pile. Skip Kit picks a fight with an apprentice so she can show her skills. Skip Kit is a little firecracker. I love her. Burn Kit is hiding from other cats. Rock Kit pounces on a shred of moss. Finch Kit is asking older cats how kits are born. Fickle Kit can't find Tumble Ram anywhere. And Chasm Kit is running like a whirlwind around the camp. Guys, I think I just love all the babies this generation. I think all the babies are just adorable. And they also have, like, so much personality. Slipped On. Unfortunately, Waspstar is out of commission. I'm gonna send you out with Timmy so that you don't do anything dangerous while you have babies. Slipped On again is asking about the legacy she would leave behind. Attempts to soothe Slipped On's worries, but nothing seems to stick. Slipped On turns back towards the camp, leaving Timmy alone fruitlessly to hunt for herbs. Slipped On's feeling a little not the best. Aw, the pebble being a friendship bracelet equivalent, that's really cute. Garlic Fall and Frostpaw. Hello, Galaxy Clan. Friendly greeting approaches smoothly. Good job. Step Dust, you can go out a solo. Disguise his scent. Finds nothing to disguise his scent and no prey. Frozen Shadow, let's send you out with, who did I say killed a Hornet Clan cat? I don't think they're available. Was it Glade Streak? Remind me to send them out together at some point. But, Stanley and Air Dancer. Not Air Dancer, I want to send you out with Sleepy Paw. No, I'll just do a big patrol. Glade Shriek? Okay. I will send them out when I remember. Despite the snow, we hunt successfully. Miss Call can go out with Furled and Shadepaw. Scent of a mouse. Tracks down the mouse. Good job. The mousery will never be solved. Crooked Paw can go out with Echo Stone. We're hunting. Good hunt. We have so much prey. We're going to be attacked by so many animals for prey. Tulip Suckle can go out with Squirrel Crest. We can do a random solo next time unless it's an apprentice. Catch Shrew. Blue Muzzle. Is he doing a good job pursuing what's important? He finds peace within himself and enjoys his solitude. May not be flawless, but he's doing his best. We're going to Moon 360, so 5 more moons. We can do a date. Hello, Loner. Goodbye, Loner. Twig Bark. Let's do another date with a Ferd Wheel. We're stalking. Twig Bark actually starts up a conversation about the herbs. Twig Bark is actually interested and makes his heart feel lighter. That's cute. And then we can send out Lark and Wild. While collecting herbs with Wildbane, Lark Snarf can't help but notice just how hard the medicine cat is pushing herself. Continues on in normal, but when Wildbane returns to the medicine cat den later that day, she finds something special waiting for her in her nest. That's adorable. I've never seen that outcome. Tansy and Raspberry were gathered. Also 1 minute, and then there's ads. And time skip. I see births and deaths. Hopefully it's just Waspstar, because apparently he died in a fight with a badger and has 8 lives left. This is the longest, like, he did not lose a life for the longest time. Also, his phantom pain is gone. Rocky Pelt no longer has white cough. Timmy will always love Sparkle more, but has decided to move on. Tumble Ram has recovered from dislocated joint. Echo Stone has gotten a running nose, and Burn Kit has healed from all her scrapes. Yeah, a lot of badgers. Also, bigger Waspstar. He has this sprite. He has been somber ever since he lost a life. Also, ads right now. I'm going to hydrate before I dehydrate. Air Dancer is fetching Skip Fluff for another cat that was looking for her. Timmy is craving the taste of fish. Mantis Breeze looks dazed. Wild Beam is thinking about taking on a new apprentice. Don't, we have enough. Splinterpaw is humming a tune he heard in her 2-leg place. He's a croissant. Calypso is feeling a sense of pride after mediating difficult argument. I don't remember who hates each other. I, like, forgot to check that before, like, streaming. Like, that probably would have been, like, good to check, but I didn't. Wait, what baby was that? Why does Snapfizzle hate a baby? Okay, let's make these two not hate each other. Didn't really work, but you know. Magpie Freckle craving rabbit. Silttooth almost got lost in her 2-leg nest. Fumblepaw wonders what Furled is up to. Stanley is hoping Cloud Spots will tell her a new story. Slipped on missed a catch and is still sulking. Rocky Pelt is not looking forward to sparse hunting. But inside, you're just a little baby. You Are Not a Robot, or I Am Not a Robot, whatever, by Marina is playing right now. Wonders how she would run the clan better. Snapfizzle is drinking water from a nearby stream. Garlic Fall is leaping into a pile of fallen leaves. Stepdust wants to try to get... I can speak. You read it. Furled is leaping into a pile of fallen leaves. Branch Muzzle wants to get to know Calypso better. Echo Stone is glad it's not so hot out anymore. Tulip Speckle catches extra prey for Leaf Bear. Can Fumble mediate Big Storm and Slip? A robot. See, I don't think that's the issue. Gonna be honest, I think this is the issue. Wait, never mind, there is no issue. I'm just gonna... Okay, it went up a little bit. I once again forgot where I was. So we're gonna go to the end. Chasm is pestering Ravenclaw for a badger ride. Fickle Kit is feeling nervous. Finch Kit is pestering older cats to play with him. Rock Kit wants to stay in her den a little longer. Burn Kit is wishing other cats to stop babying her. These guys are going to be apprentices next moon. Skip Kit is worried that Larkstoff is overworking herself. Calamari wants to spend time alone today. Oliver is happy that she can pass on her knowledge in a new way. Cloudspot spends the whole morning stretching. Ketlinger respects Air Dancer's effort as deputy. Skipfluff is assisting with camp cleanup. Frostpaw is letting Burn Kit see the apprentice's den. Cute. Crooked Paw missed a catch and is still sulking. Sleepy Paw is a yappy little dog. Shade Paw almost got lost near some 2-leg nests. Black Claw has doubts about Splinter Paw's abilities. Don't be rude. Miss Call is worried about the lack of prey. Glade Shriek fakes it till she makes it. Yeah. Frozen Shadow is crushing leaves under his paws. Blue Muzzle is feeling down. Barkstorm saw a two-legged kit playing with a dog. Squirrelcrest is relaxing in camp. Twigbark wonders what Skipfluff is up to. Tumbleram daydreams about being a warrior in Lion Clan. I still don't know who we stopped at. Larksnar found a wonderful napping spot. Ravenclaw had a nice chat with Kitty Pet. Tulip Speckle catches extra prey for Leaf Bear. Echo Stone, glad it's not so hot out. I think we were here. At least. I might have read something twice. True, Blackclaw does have an infected rat bite. Okay, so I want to send out Wasp and Slip. If it's something dangerous, I won't let them do it because Slip is pregnant and Wasp just lost. Not pregnant. Slip has babies and Wasp just lost a life. Oh, Waspstar gets taken aside by Slipdawn as she asks why she feels like StarClan ignores her. Oh, that's not good. Okay, not the best. Waspstar tells Slipdawn that she should be glad to escape StarClan's attention, and Slipdawn pads away disappointed. That's not good, Waspstar. Be nice to your wife. Garlic Fall can go out with Frostpaw. Frostpaw admits that she had a conversation with Kitty Pet. Quickly reassuring the distressed apprentice, Garlicfall promises that no, being friends with a kitty pet didn't make you disloyal to JayClan, so long as you always put your clan first. Man, this song that is playing, it's Who Do You Love by Mariana's Trench. I love the music video for it. I have to yap. Because it's like, instead of spending a bunch of money on an expensive music video, we spent it on Who We Love, and it has them, like, donating to, like, animal shelters and, like, dementia funds and, like, I think the Ronald McDonald House or something. Like, a bunch of stuff like that, and I just had to bring it up, because I love this song, and I love that music video. Blue Muzzle can go out with Snapfistle and Twigbark. Practice new hunting. As they practice, conversation turns to prey and which animal tastes the best. Snapfistle might completely disagree with Blue Muzzle's on his frankly terrible taste in prey, but both cats learn a lot from each other. I wonder what happened during Waspstar's brief moment of joining StarClan for him to say that. Ooh, true. Stepdust, Echo Stone, and Crooked Paw. Hello, Thunderpath. Finds a pipe running under it. Missed Call, Squirrel Crest, Rocky Pelt. Hello, Small Dog. I feel like Squirrel Crest is just the dog chaser. I could be misremembering. Frozen Shadow can go out with Ravenclaw and Tulip Speckle. Hello, Squirrel. Narrowly miss it. Stanley, Larksnarf, Tumbleram. Hello, Viper Clan. Ooh, it worsened. They are standoffish and cold. Sleepy Paw can go out with Air Dancer. Good chance to practice new fighting techniques. Nice practice session, and Sleepy Paw soaks up all of Air Dancer's best tips and tricks. And then Furled can go out with Shadepaw. Oh, Shadepaw got frostbite. That's not good. Please be okay. I love you. Wild Beam can go out with Splinterpaw and Mantis Breeze. If you find kits, I'm pretending you didn't. Thank you. Listen to the wisdom of the sages, Wild Beam meows. Splinterpaw doesn't just need to learn about to set bones and clean wounds. Being a medicine cat is so much more than blood and bodies. Some sicknesses aren't physical, but live in the mind instead. Wild Beam instructs. That's very normal, and just as a clan with a twisted leg is just as loved and valued as one who can run without pain, an illness that is mental is just as valid of a struggle. Those cats are just as loved and supported in their needs. Adorable. And then Timmy. Getting moss. Good job. I want to check out Hairpaw. Sad she couldn't complete her training. And I want to check out Icicle. Missing a loved one. Sad. And I want to check out the Dark Forest. Wants to go to Star Clan. Trying to lure living cats to train the Dark Forest. You're crying. You're practicing battle moves. You're eating bark. You're watching Glade streak with Malice. Interesting. Yowling his woes. And will never forget the looks of scorn on her clanmates' faces. Okay, then. And, time skip. I see births and deaths. Skip Fluff can feel her bones and joints aching. Bad weather must be on the way. Skip Fluff has green cough. That's very concerning at your age. Cloud Spot sprained her paw. Big Storm no longer has white cough. Step Dusk was speaking calmly to a loner. Hello, Ike. You wished New Leaf would come already. Oliver got yellow cough. Timmy's joint pain is gone. Magpie Freckle is no longer grieving. The amount of space that is on this time skip makes me really scared that someone very important died. Every time I see something this long, along with births and deaths, I get scared. Tulip Speckle finally got rid of all her fleas. Mantis Breeze was seen chasing off Eli. Branch Muzzle is healed from the rat bite. Glade Streak's rat bite has healed. Miss Call received a present, orange flowered bulbs from Chasm Kit. That's cute. The infection in Black Caw's wound has abated. Shadepaw died from frostbite. Hi, Shadepaw. You would have been Shade Dart. Yeah. I'm sad. Our point. Air Dancer lost both her kids, yeah. Fumblepaw was caught sharing prey for Rogue. Hello, Reed. Skippaw has been made an apprentice. Burnpaw is apprenticed to Frozen Shadow. Rockpaw has been made an apprentice with Squirrelcrest as her mentor. Finchpaw was apprenticed to Tumbleram. And was the victim of a prank, but it could not fool him. Galaxy Man Medicine Cat comes asking JayClan if they have any betony to spare. However, JayClan only has enough for themselves and they refuse to share. Chasm Kit has a stomach ache. No parent wants to outlive their child, and Air Dancer wails over Shadepaw's body. That's sad. Man, Frostbite. Waspstar is wondering what the clan thinks of his leadership. Air Dancer can't wait to take a nap. I will roll if Air Dancer is going to step down as deputy. She can't fully retire because she has an apprentice right now. But I will roll if she steps down, so give me a second. She's gonna step down as deputy. After Sleepy Paw gets the full name, I'll let Air Dancer retire with Calamari. Air Dancer's been through too much, guys. She's old. She lost both her kits. Timmy is teaching kits about what plants to stay away from. Thank you. Mantis Breeze saw a big scary dog today. Wild Beam is heading to the dirt place. Splinterpaw is taking his training very seriously. I swear if Waspstar immediately makes her deputy again. Calypso is listening to a clanmate struggles with love. That's probably not who you're talking about, but we're gonna do it anyway. Where is Big Storm? Wrong cat. Magpie Freckle won't stop pulling pranks. Silttooth is careful not to stand under branches with snow on them. Fumblepaw saw a yappy little dog. Air Dancer can't wait to take a nap. Stanley took a long walk all on her own. Slipdawn goes to bed early so she can work on more tomorrow. I'm gonna send out Stanley alone before I forget. Skippaw can go out with someone else, apparently. Oh! Stanley freezes as she catches the scent of multiple unfamiliar cats, along with the rustling in the undergrowth. Turning her attention towards the noise, Stanley's fur begins to bristle with unease. Yeah, we found 2 recently lifeless bodies laying before her, curled around each other, frostbite dotting their pelts. Greenpath and Guppy. I'm curious what they look like. Give me a second. A confident, good sitter, good kit sitter, 42 moons old. Wise, fast runner, very clever. Rest in peace, you two. And let's send out our horde of new apprentices. So, Finchpaw and Tumbleram. I do know it could invite 2 cats in. I was just letting it slide that time. Finchpaw got bruises. Finchpaw, trying to show off, is too busy checking to see if Tumbleram is watching to check where his own paws are. Finchpaw falls over with a comical thump and a cloud of dust. Rockypaw can go out with Squirrelcrest. We see a shrew. We narrowly miss it. Burnpaw can go out with Frozen Shadow. Small dog. Hisses at the small dog, chased it away. Thank you, Frozen Shadow. Skippaw can go out with someone else because Stanley was already out. So a Sleepypaw and then someone else. Let's do Wasp. If this cat joins, I'll let it be the one cat we invite this year. Frida? Hello? Or is it Frida? Is it Frida or Frida? Oh, I didn't finish reading statuses. I will go back to do that. I forgot. You have red cough, so never mind. Frida is not staying, guys. Frida is probably dying. You know, that's Droon to Starryford cats. I think I left off on Stanley, so slipped on. Already read that. Rocky Pelt feels a little exhausted. How many cats come to him for things? Big Storm is feeling anxious. Snapfizzle wants to critique Slipdon's fighting techniques. Garlicfall boasts loudly about all his accomplishments. Stepdust saw a pair of 2 legs near camp. Furled has the apprentices very engaged in a tall tale. Branchmuzzle is feeling a bit anxious after having been around so many cats the last gathering. Echostone tries to set a good example. Toadspeckle doing the same. Vervain looking forward to the next gathering. Larksnarf watching cats come and go from the camp. Tumbleram also looking forward to the next gathering. Twigbark is feeling sassy. Squirrelcrest is listening to stories about Stemfoot. Is laughing at JayClan's mishaps. Thanks, Stemfoot. I appreciate that. Aw, she mentored Pike. I have the memory of a goldfish. I don't remember who we were on. Barkstorm concocts a plan for world domination just for fun. Okay, dude. You go. You do you. Blue Muzzle is worried Vervainclaw is overworking herself. Frozen Shadow is complaining to anyone who will listen. Glade Shriek wants to get to know Branch Muzzle better. Mistcall wonders if StarClan ever gets bored. Pretty Little Flower. Blackclaw plans to visit the medicine cat. I mean, you have a rat bite. Goldfish have a better memory than you give them credit for. Good to know. Sleepy Paw is wondering just how good at swimming she really is. Crooked Paw wishes he could take the day off. Frostpaw is making sure everyone is eaten well. I will say, if you're not on the Discord, we do have a Frosty kit for Galaxy Clan right now, but this is Frostpaw and was already here before Frosty kit, so. Skippaw wonders if Garlicpaw was a good apprentice. Burnpaw practices her newest battle moves. I saw Bloodthirsty. Hello. Bloodthirsty splashes and puddles. And Skippaw was adventurous and quick to help. Hey, so isn't this who one of the Dark Forest cats was, like, keeping an eye on? Burnpaw did not commit arson, guys. Amanda was. Okay. Rockpaw daydreams about being a warrior in Lion Clan. You're nervous. Finchpaw is righteous, asking Larkstar an important question. Skipfluff is enjoying the warm sun. Ketlinger is sure that he didn't break the rules this much when he was younger. Cloudspots is giving some advice to Blackclaw. Oliver saw a yappy little dog. Calamari hissed at anyone that got too close to Shadepaw's body, refusing to let go. That is so sad. Also, Loaf. I don't know if we pointed out Loaf last time. Fickle Kit slipped on some ice hidden under the snow. The Waspstar kittens are going to be apprentice next moon. Chasm Kit is whining about having caught frostbite despite having just stepped outside. Okay, I didn't forget them this time. Frostpaw can go out with Garlicfall. We can bring along Crooked Paw and Echo Stone. Best to leap up a rocky cliff. Frostpaw begins making her way up the cliff, but a loose paw hold gives way as soon as she steps on it. The apprentice tumbles back down the cliff, hurting her leg in the process. Got bruises. Ooh. Let's send out Splinter and Mantis. We're going to the burial grounds, and we get Rosemary. Yeah, Waspstar had babies. Miss Call can go a Snapfistle and bring along Slipdon. Snapfistle starts telling a story of their ancestors. The rocky terrain is too rough to keep up a story, and eventually Snapfistle peters out, breathless and panting. Random Solo. Big Storm. Scent of a Mouse. Locates it. Tulip Speckle can go out with Blue Muzzle and Larksnarf. Distinct scent trails crossed it. This could lead to someone joining, so I'm just going to ignore it. Step Dust can go out with Glade Streak and Furled. Hello. Good. Every time I see a river or, like, a storm, I get concerned. Random Solo. Rocky Pelt. Swarm of Two Legs. Immediately turns and heads home to report this. And then Branch Muzzle can go out with Vervainclaw. Fighting techniques of Vervainclaw. Both cats have a nice practice session. Twigbark can once again go on a solo patrol. Wasn't even decided by us, it just randomly did it. Hello, Moss Clan Scent. Ends up walking in circles, that's not going good. Don't find babies, if you do, I'm ignoring them. Thank you. Combine their efforts to searching for more. Wildbeam and Timmy search and harvest any herbs they can get their paws on. Later that day, they reunite in front of the camp just as the sun is setting, both their mouths stuffed full of herbs. Wow, elder leaves and raspberry. Good job, guys. And time skip. No births or deaths. Skipfluff has recovered from green cough. Big Storm has a running nose. Snapfizzle escaped a fox but got some nasty scratches. Vervainclaw's paw pads have cracked. Barkstorm is no longer grieving. Echostone no longer has a running nose. Blackclaw's rat bite has healed. Frostpaw's bruises have healed. Finchpaw's bruises have disappeared. Ficklekit has been made an apprentice to Waspstar. Waspstar is Waspstar is mentoring his son. And then immediately got white cough. Stop that. Chasmkit has a stomach ache. And then was apprenticed to Snapfizzle. And I joked that Stepdusk would be really funny. Because Wasp doesn't like Stepdusk. Guess who's deputy, guys? Waspstar is wondering how Chasmpaw now is doing. Stepdust can't find Larksnarf anywhere. Congratulations on becoming deputy. Honestly, I don't think he's a bad deputy. I just think that him and Waspstar don't get along. The deputy. Timmy is wondering if the clouds are as soft as they look. Mantis Breeze took a nap in the clearing. Wildbane is thinking about taking on a new apprentice. Stop that. Splinterpaw is checking up on the warriors. You also have your adult sprite. Calypso is telling Calamari a story. Well, now that that's your deputy, I kind of want to mediate this. Okay, that's helping a bit. Magpie Freckle won't stop pulling pranks. Well, you know... Wasp and Fawn now have something in common. They both pick deputies who they don't really get along with. Yeah. Siltip is thinking about her life choices. Fumblepaws wants his training to be completed already. Air Dancer can't wait for New Leaf. Stanley wants to train. Frida is fetching Skipfluff for another cat that was looking for her. Slipdawn sneezes when a snowflake lands on her nose. Rocky Pelt is sharing tongues with Squirrelcrest. Big Storm has the apprentices very engaged in a very tall tale. Snapfizzle claims to be able to speak to dogs. Interesting. Garlicfall almost died of embarrassment after a recent fumble. Furled is daydreaming. Branch Muzzle is feeling a bit anxious after having been around so many cats the last gathering. Echostone wants to go hunt. Tulip Speckle splashes in a puddle of water during a patrol. Vervainclaw is causing problems. Larksnarf pretends to be busy. Tumbleram wonders what Big Storm is up to. Twigbark pounces on some movement under the snow like a fox. Squirrelcrest can't wait for New Leaf. I'm gonna have to check out the fan design for Stepdusk from lineups that people do on the Discord. Barkstorm is asking Branch Muzzle an important question. Blue Muzzle saw some wandering two legs. Frozen Shadows picking burrs. Glade Street took her own insecurities out on a friend the other day and feels awfully guilty. Mistcall sharing tongues with Mantis Breeze. Blackclaw is careful not to stand under the branches with snow on them. Sleepy Paw has a list of complaints for Waspstar. Sleepy Paw is a little saster. A little sassy girl. Crooked Paw is thinking of a strange two-leg object he saw. Can't keep up with Echostone. Sharpens her claws. Took a nap in the clearing and woke up under a blanket of snow. Adds in about 1 minute. Rockpaw is careful not to stand under branches with snow on them. Finchpaw was recently caught humming to himself. Ficklepaw tries to do too much at once and defeatedly asks Air Dancer for help. You have White Cough. Chasmpaw is looking forward to today. Skiffluff taunted a dog that was stuck behind a 2-leg fence. She's complaining because camp security increased after her multiple camp escapes as a kid. She has an ankle monitor now. Catlinger is telling her rather tall tale to any cat that will listen. Cloudspots is being pestered by fleas. Oliver thought she saw a cat, but it turns out just 2-leg object. There's ads right now. I'm gonna hydrate before I dihydrate. It should be pinned on the Discord in the other fan art channel, and it should be in one of the collab Moss Clan arts that someone did. Calamari is sharing wisdom with younger cats that is less than helpful. And patrol time. Chasmpaw, go out with Snapfizzle. Focus on leaping up a rocky cliff. Chasmpaw tries to see the paw holds that Snapfizzle pointed out to her, but the cliff still seems unscalable in her eyes. Well, that was her first time, so. Echo Stone can go out with Crooked Paw. Crooked Paw stops her and asks with a serious look in his eye if Echo Stone will teach him some advanced battle moves. Crooked Paw explains that he wants to be the best, better than any other clanmate or rogue or loner or anyone. Crooked Paw wants to win every fight he is ever in, including spars. Echo Stone snorts and agrees to help Crooked Paw achieve those lofty ambitions. Well then. As long as you're not training in the dark forest with a certain cat named Maple. Glade Streak can go out with Sleepy Paw and Garlic Fall and Frostpaw. Prey must be hiding, and we get stuck in a snowstorm. Tumbleram can go out with Finchpaw. Hello. New fighting techniques. Both cats have a nice practice session. I see my canon reference has been caught by some people. Fighting techniques, nice practice session. Frozen Shadow and Burn Paw. Small dog. Ooh, dog gets a lucky hit on Burn Paw. Got a torn pelt. Don't get the Pokemon theme song stuck in my head. I wanna be the very best. Like no one ever was. Twig Bark can go out with Barkstorm and Branch Muzzle. This is a big tree patrol. Branch Muzzle, Twig Bark, and Barkstorm. Branch Muzzle is just that she and Twig Bark team up against Barkstorm. As soon as they attack, Barkstorm turns tail and sprints off. That's what he would do if he was outnumbered in a fight. Pokemon Beam. Black Claw, Step Dusk, and Slip Dawn can go out. Sorry? Big Storm and Larksnarf and Rockpaw and Squirrel Crest, and then after that we can do a couple solos. New hunting techniques. Practice them dutifully. Missed Call can go out. Is he doing a good job? He finds peace within himself. Tulip Speckle can go out. Thinks about a dream. Can't make sense of it. And then Vervain Claw. Exploring the mountains. Got lost in the territory somehow. New Pokemon game comes out Thursday. I'm not getting it on Thursday. I do want Legends ZA, even though I will be honest, I hated Legends Arceus. I am one of those people that, like, is the minority of Pokemon fans where I hate that they're changing everything. Like, I prefer the Pokemon, the normal Pokemon format. I don't like open worlds. Like, I did not like the thing of Scarlet and Violet, how it's getting open world. The only reason I liked Scarlet and Violet was because the thing that everyone hated was that there technically was an order you needed to do. Like, that's what I liked, because it gave me structure and told me what to do. But yeah, I didn't really like Legends Arceus. The only thing I really liked in that is that shiny hunting. And I'm okay that I'm in the minority of this. I will be sad. I like Cyclizar. I will be sad when eventually Pokemon is just open world and it will be, like, hard to figure out an order because they'll do the level scaling correctly. That will make me sad, admittedly. Anyway, Furled can go out with Rocky Pelt and Blue Muzzle after my Pokemon rant. Blue Jay feathers. I'm not going to proceed in case they hunt them. Rocky Pelt admires the bird from afar, deciding against coloring the fresh kill pile with the particular shade of blue. Because this is JayClan. I like Xerneas. Waspstar. Timmy. Hello, we're going to the burial grounds. Got Rosemary. Splinterpaw and Mantis Breeze can go out. Sorry that I turned chat into, like, super, Pokemon. Pokemon chat right now, but you know. Oh, I'm a fan of Mega Dragonite. I don't care that people think it's dumb. I'm a fan of most of the Megas, even though some of them do look kind of dumb. There's, like, a statement by, like, the original person that would be designing Pokemon where, like, the goal is not to make them cool, it's to, like, make them interesting or something. Like, and then someone pointed out, like, Luxray is cool, and then they said, well, Luxray would be cooler if the head was smaller and something like that, but that's something I wouldn't dare to do. Like, something like that, I'm paraphrasing. Sorry if, to the people that don't know what Pokemon is, I went on tangent. Miserable day, but the cold of Leaf Bear can't dampen Splinterpaw's happiness when he uncovers a few good dandelions. Watching him find joy in safeguarding the clan, Mantis Breeze feels a flash of affection for the apprentice. His instincts are sharp, too. It's Splinterpaw who notices the single unwithered wild garlic bulb. Guys, I kind of love Splinterpaw. I think Splinterpaw's cute. Wild Beam. Moss. We got Moss. Oh, and I was gonna say, I'm not getting it right away because I need to save money. So I might not even get it until, like, December times, and I might ask someone for it for Christmas, but we'll see. Anyway, time skip. Icy Births and Deaths. Skip Fluff has recovered from joint pain. A medicine cat from Hornet Clan comes to JayClan asking for lungwort. JayClan hardly has enough for their own clan and refuses. Cloudspots can walk. There's a lot. I'm scared. No longer has a sprain. Air Dancer is no longer grieving. Slipped On has green cough. Scary. Big Storm no longer has a running nose. Snapthistle scrapes are better. Oliver survived yellow cough. Ravenclaw's pads have healed. Tumbleram has yellow cough. Silttooth travels to Moss Clan to resolve some recent hunting disputes, only made Moss Clan more upset. Squirrelcrest has white cough. Sleepy Paw has been named. Sleepy Gale in honor of her observation. Love that name. Hopefully it's just a bunch of apprentice ceremony. No, there's births and deaths. There's something. Waspstar stands above the clan and proclaims that Frostpaw shall be known as Froststripe, honoring her honor. Whisperings on the wind tickle at Mantis Breeze's ears as he gazes up at the stars, an echo rolling smoothly off his tongue. StarClan blesses Splinter Cave and welcomes him. Burnpaw's pelt is no longer torn. Finchpaw was having a peaceful stroll attack when he was attacked and killed by a fox. Oh my god! You would have been Finchtail. Poor baby. I thought it was going to be the red cough death, because we were getting farther down. Ficklepaw no longer has white cough. Wildbeam tries to put on a brave face for her clanmates, but as she speaks about Finchpaw, her voice wavers and then breaks off into nothing. With a trembling gasp, she retreats to let the other clanmates speak. Things are never going to be the same now. Could never be the same. Rest in peace, Finchpaw. Also, excuse me while I multitask, I'm ordering McDonald's. Anyway, while Star is thinking about a strange two-legged object she saw recently, Stepdust is heading to the dirt place. Timmy is wondering what living with two legs must be like. Mantis Breeze is checking up on the warriors. Wildbeam gives herbs to an injured loner. Splinter Cave is checking up on the warriors. You are daring and a masterful storyteller. Me saying, I need to save money, so I'm not getting the new Pokemon game. Me orders McDonald's. Look. I'm weak. Calypso is having a hard day. Magpie Freckle is wondering what living with two legs must be like. Silttooth thinks that Fumblepaw may have worsened a JayClan argument. Oh, baby. Fumblepaw can't wait for New Leaf. Air Dancer is exhausted after a patrol. Well, keep in mind, Splinter is biologically a ViperClan cat named Slateclaw and Wolf's kid. So, we have some idea of what Splinter could look like. Also, Air Dancer old. I think Air Dancer had the grieving sprite last moon. Stanley is feeling a bit anxious after having been around so many cats the last gathering. Frida is doing his best to learn clan customs. Slipdawn is looking forward to today. Rocky Pelt sneezes when a snowflake landed on his nose. Big Storm is being admired by many clanmates for her recent feats. Has the apprentices engaged in a very tall tale. Don't mind me, I'm ordering my food. Garlic Fall daydreams about being a warrior in Lion Clan. Furled pounced on some movement under the snow like a fox. Oh yeah, we need to let Air Dancer retire, because Apprentice is warrior now. So, Air Dancer, you're exhausted. We can let you retire. I don't remember who we were at. My memory is so bad, guys. To the back again. Calamari thinks that times have changed for the better since he was young. I was on Snapfistle, thank you. Oliver's snoring. Daydreams about being a warrior. Furled pounced on some movement under the snow. Branch Muzzle is humming a tune. 2 more moons including this one. So this one and the next one, I believe. Tulipslickle jumps around on patrol. Vervainclaw tries to set a good example. Larksnarf is busying herself with too much work to forget about Finchpaw's death. That's sad. Tumbleram has the apprentices very engaged in a tall tale. Twigbark wishes he had wings so he could catch birds easier. By the way, I almost ordered the food to my boyfriend's house instead. I caught it. Also, that's illegal. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. Squirrelcrest saw some wandering two legs today. Barkstorm set a good example for younger cats. He's not even home. He wouldn't even get the free food. He's at work. He's like 2 hours away. I would not be able to visit. Barkstorm tries to set a good example for younger cats. Blue Muzzle took a nap in the clearing, woke up under snow. Frozen Shadow wishes he could just have a bit of peace. Glade Shriek is sparring with some clanmates. Sorry if you could hear my phone. Also, this is now the game of will my McDonald's come before or after I finish the stream? Blackclaw has the apprentices very engaged in a very tall tale. I did not order chicken nuggets. I ordered 2 double cheeseburgers with an extra piece of cheese, and they're plain beyond that, and then a large fry. That's what I ordered if you were interested. Sleepy Gale got named at 11 moons old. Adventurous, impressive climber. Frosty Stripe is heading to the dirt place. You're loyal. Also named at 11 moons old. Natural intuition. Good swimmer. Crooked Paw envies the deputy position. Skip Paw is craving the taste of mouse. Burn Paw has so much to learn. Please stop being bloodthirsty at some point. Rock Paw wants to be taught an advanced hunting move. Fickle Paw plays a prank on Rock Paw. Chasm Paw is looking forward to the next gathering. I love the babies. They have the same sprite. Skipfluff is wishing elders could fight in battle. Skipfluff, girl! You were a medicine cat before this. Ketlinger is cleaning the clearing of snow. Cloudspots is regretting not going to sleep earlier. And we already saw Oliver. So patrol time. Any particular cats you wanted to send out? Besides, like, apprentices with their mentors? Sorry, wounded cat. A chance to practice teamwork. Sometimes the best thing of all is just to help an apprentice get the chance to feel equal to a warrior he's trying to become. Waspstar treats Ficklepaw exactly like everyone else. Ficklepaw's confidence grows and his eyes light up as the cats work together. That's cute. We could send out the angst. So Burnpaw's gonna go out with someone else. Do we want to send Burnpaw with the angst guys? Or, like, do we want to send out Burnpaw with someone else? Burnpaw is a bloodthirsty cat, so... I'm gonna hydrate before I dehydrate. Leave them alone for now. We can do an apprentice patrol after that. Okay, so Red Fox. We outnumbered the fox. And then apprentice patrol. So we got Rockpaw, Burnpaw, Skippaw, Crooked Paw. You two are warriors. Okay. Thank you for not breaking your jaw. I was a little concerned for a second. Also, I'm remembering that I ordered food, so I'm going to do 6 cat, 5 cat, etc. I'm realizing I need to pack up stream. So, Froststripe, Barkstorm, Vervainclaw, Larksnarf, Rocky Pelt, Furled. Don't. Thank you. While attempting to cross, the patrol is overcome by a strong rush of water. Without thinking of our own safety, Larksnarf focuses on her struggling clanmates. Larkstar valiantly rescues the entire patrol and collapses from exhaustion on the riverbed. In awe of Larkstar's selflessness, the patrol helps her back to camp. Thank you, Larksnarf! Step Dust, Mist Call, Tulip Speckle, Twig Bark, and Echo Stone. Hello, Badger Set. Good job. Sleepy Gale, Big Storm, Blue Muzzle, Stanley. Ghost Stories. A branch snaps and they all go back to camp and then argue. Branch Muzzle, Garlic Fall, Black Claw. 2-on-1 fighting. Blue Muzzle teams up against Black Claw. And again, Black Claw turns tail and sprints off. Timmy can go out with Splinter Cave. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. Hello, Mantis. We got Raspberry. Mossclan warrior bound into view, bristling. However, when the warrior realizes who the other cat is, they quickly apologize and invite him to gather herbs. Thank you. Happy to share with friends. And last moon. No births or deaths. Calamari's tail is badly injured by a fox. Magpie Freckle travels to GalaxyClan to resolve some border disputes. Only made GalaxyClan more upset. Mantis Breeze was the victim of a prank. MossClan, however, had some recent herb gathering disputes with Silttooth, and it went better than expected. Squirrelcrest no longer has White Cough. Crooked Paw is now named Crooked Ripple, like a river, and is celebrated for his decisiveness. Froststripe has a running nose. Although some clanmates have doubts of Fumble possibilities, Waspstar has named him Fumble Tangle and welcomes him as the clan's new mediator. It's a bit of a Waspstar name there. Splinter Cave considers that if he looks out over the clan, perhaps this isn't where he belongs. That is the most fitting cat to get that. Rockpaw has gotten a running nose. And Waspstar missed a catch and is still sulking. Stepdust is assigning cats to Border Patrol. Timmy is heading to the dirt place, didn't need to know that. Drawing some herbs. Relieve Leaf Bear is finally over, you're still grieving. Splinter Cave steals catmint from a two-leg garden. Calypso is watching the breeze blow around camp. Magpie Freckle saw a yappy little dog. Silttooth saw a two-legged kit playing with a kitty pet. Fumble Tangle, congratulations on the full name. Debating on which prey to take from the fresh kill pile. You're loyal and a den builder. Stanley wants to go on patrol. Frida wonders what Silttooth is up to. My food is 10 minutes away. Slipped on his relieved Leaf Bear is finally over. Rocky Pelt is soaking the new leaf warmth. Big Storm is being admired by many clanmates for her recent feats. Snapfistle has Rockpaw engaged in a very tall tale. Garlic Fall is soaking in the new leaf warmth. Furled is helping to escort the medicine cat to gather herbs. Yeah, JayClan speedrun. Branch Muzzle plans to visit the medicine cat. We could do a Splinter Cave solo. Echo Stone is fetching Garlic Fall. Tulip Speckle looking forward to finding more prey. Vervain Claw soaking in new leaf warmth. Larkstar wants to be chosen as new deputy. You have a chance. Tumble Ram is relieved that Leaf Bear is finally over. Also, we never rolled Older by Alec Benjamin to play. Twig Bark is wondering what the inside of a two-legged den looks like. Squirrelcrest recounts the gathering for Wild Beam and her patients. Barkstorm had a nice chat with a cat for another clan at the border. I'm trying not to laugh because the song that's playing is White Woman's Instagram by Bo Burnham. Blue Muzzle is spending a considerable amount of time grooming. Frozen Shadow purrs as a cool breeze hits him. Glade Shriek missed a catch and is sulking. Mist Call is relieved that Leaf Bear is finally over. Black Claw is fetching calamari for someone. Sleepy Gale is hoping she finds an opportunity to slip back into her nest. Froststripe is determined to protect her loved ones. Crooked Ripple is an ambitious great climber and a good storyteller. Congratulations on your name. Skip Paw disappeared all day to explore the territory. I'm going to do a solo Skip Paw. That's going to be dangerous, but we're going to do it. Burn Paw is feeling content. Rockpaw is scared to go on a border patrol. Does I say scared? Aw. Ficklepaw purrs as a cool breeze hits him. Chasmpaw can't keep up with Skippaw. Skipfluff is spending a considerable amount of time grooming. Ketlinger is relieved leaf fair is finally over. Cloudspots is wondering what living with two legs must be like. Oliver is giving some advice to Twigbark. Calamari wonders what became of his two legs. Air Dancer wants to climb the tallest tree in the territory. I will say, by the way, my app that tells me when the food gets here is usually off. To the point when I was at my boyfriend's house, we were laughing our butts off because the car was like, the little car on the map was just drifting across a bunch of like streets. And then the dot that was our house started drifting around the map. Like the dot that should not be moving just started moving. My phone's great, guys. Anyway, solos. We wanted to send out Skippaw all alone. Skippaw nervously creeps out towards JayClan's dirt place. Profile low to the ground as she sneaks out of camp. Let's see what a night hunt feels like. Talk about a mobile home? Okay. Skippaw lines up what she thinks is a perfect pound for launches and goes flying into a rock. Oh, at least no one saw that. Her ear kind of hurts. Oh, baby. And then it was Splinter Cave we wanted to send out alone. It won't be that interesting because it's a medicine cat patrol. Looking for wild garlic. Try as he might, Splinter Cave can't remember the exact shape of the garlic leaves and isn't going to be harvested from plants he isn't confidently identified. So we're gonna do 6, 5, 4, etc. because I need to speed run. Squirrelcrest can go out with Rockpaw and Big Storm and Stepdusk and Blue Muzzle and Vervainclaw. Distinct scent trails crossed it. You know what? Let's do it. Hello, Adderclaw. Adder? Hello? Where is Adder? Hello? Do you have vitiligo? Do you have vitiligo? Oh my god! Okay then. Heterochromia. And vitiligo. Like, he's old as heck, so he's gonna die. He has carrion-place disease, so he's gonna die immediately. But what the heck? Ficklepaw, let's send you out with Wasp, and then we'll do another 5 cat. Hello, squirrels. Miss the squirrels, alerted by a bird's alarm call. Black Claw can go out with Branch Muzzle, Frozen Shadow, Burn Paw, and Stanley. Stanley looks down at the group they have to try to teach, feeling doubtful. Camp maintenance isn't a glamorous topic, especially in the eyes of younger cats. When the topic is clawing the rump of an enemy warrior, anyone can get a young hothead's attention. But catching and holding it when the lesson is about gathering materials to reinforce the camp, that takes real skill, though Stanley doesn't get acknowledged for it often. We have 3 minutes! Tulip Speckle, Barkstorm, Sleepy Gale, and Frost Stripe. Hello, Loner. No, thank you. Crooked Ripple, Chasmpaw, and Snapthistle. Hello, Kitty Pet. Sorry, Kitty Pet. Furled Echostone. Start snowing. Despite the snow, we hunt successfully. Twigbark. Hello, Badger Set. Good job. Missed Call and Glade Streak. Sorry, cats. We just keep running into cats. Larkstar, Rocky Pelt, Garlic Fall. Hello, Bird. We're not hunting birds. This is JayClan. If you find babies, I'll let you keep them. We found babies. So, Missile Leaf, Cave Kit, and Shard Kit. Hello. Where is Missile Leaf? Hello. You're 83 moons old, adventurous, good kit sitter, and clever. You don't have heterochromia. You're recovering from birth. Used to be a loner, joined the clan after something terrible made her leave her old home behind. There's ads in 1 minute, so it's a good thing we're about to end stream. Let me see the babies, and then we can end stream. There is Cave Kit and Shard Kit. Okay, thank you guys for tuning in. So Step Dusk is the new deputy because Air Dancer stepped down. We will be drawing Splinter Cave, and we will be drawing Fumble Tangle. I'm going to roll real quick if Timmy is going to retire right now. Let's see, retire or not retire? Timmy is not retiring. And yeah, that was the stream. JayClan's definitely going to be on 2 pages of cats, by the way, for the art. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you next time. I'm going to go get my food.